Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We're going to start with grade 3 language arts. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select language arts from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 3 and then click on view all lessons. There you can find list of the chapters. So we're going to start with the chapter cause and effect. The lesson we're going to cover is match causes with their effects. Then we'll start sensory details, and the lesson is sort sensory details and identify sensory details. So let's just start with the first lesson. Okay, here I am on grade 3 language arts. We're going to start with chapter cause and effects. Okay, here is the lesson cause and effects. Let's just start with the lesson. We're going to start with the very first lesson, that is match causes with their effects. Let's just start with the first lesson. Okay, read the text. In 1947, the president of the Brooklyn Dodgers invited Jackie Robinson, an African American baseball player, to join his team. Consequently, Robinson became the first African American to play Major League Baseball. On the field, Robinson was a top ball player who won many awards. Off the field, Robinson worked for equal rights for African Americans. As a result of his work, Major League Baseball honors him by celebrating Jack Robinson Day every year. Match causes with their effects. So you have to match cause and effects. Okay, you are given two of the causes. Robinson joined the Brooklyn Dodgers and Robinson did great work and off the baseball team. So the cause is Robinson joined the Brooklyn Dodgers, that is a cause, and effect is Robinson was the first African American to play Major League Baseball because he joined Brooklyn Dodgers. That is the cause and that is the effect. Okay, Robinson did great work on and off the baseball field, so that's why Jackie Robinson Day is celebrated every year. So basically, you have to read the paragraph. You are given some cause and effects. You have to match them. Got it? You have to just have to understand the context of the paragraph. Let's just do practice questions because here you are not given with the uh, options actually. Okay, let's start with the first lesson. That's the same I just did on the board. Okay, Robinson joined the Dodgers. That's why he was the first African American. And Robinson did great work, so that's why every year the day is celebrated. That's the correct option we just did on the tutorial. Let's just move on to next one. Okay, just listen to the paragraph carefully. Margaret and Hansray were Jews living in Paris in the 1930s. Hans and Margaret were in danger because German Nazis were coming. They escaped Paris and they started a new life in New York. In 1941, the Rays put out the first of many Curious George books. Margaret wrote the stories and Hans drew the pictures. Hans died in 1977, so Margaret started working with Alan Shelley. Today, Curious George is famous all over the world. Okay, you are given the Rays left for the United States. You're given the effects. You have to match their cause. Margaret began to work with Alan Shellick. Okay, so the race left for the United States. Why they left? Because German Nazis were coming. So the correct option is this one. And the second one is Margaret began to work with Alan Shellick because Hans died. So that is the correct option. Got it? You can read from here. Hans died. So Margaret started working with Alan Shellick. That is the reason because why she started working with Alan Shellick. Got it? And the first one is they left United States. Why? Because Nazis were coming to Paris. So option number one is the correct option. Got it? Okay, the next one is Henry Ford built his first car in 1896. Ford showed the car to Thomas Edison, and Edison encouraged him to keep working. Later, Ford built cars with a system called an assembly line. It led his company to make cars more quickly and for less money. More people able to buy Ford cars. As a result, by 1918, half the cars in US were built by Ford. So you are given two of the causes. Ford started using an assembly line, and the second one is more people could buy cars from Ford. So you have to find their causes. Okay, Ford started using an assembly line. Okay, later Ford built cars with a system called an assembly line. It led the company to make more cars quickly and less money. Got it? Because of the assembly line, Ford's company make more cars quickly. That is the correct effect for this cause. More people could buy cars from Ford. So as a result, by 1918, half cars in US were built by Ford became Ford. So option number one is the correct option. Got it? You just have to match cause and effects from the paragraph. So read paragraph very, very carefully. Okay. Exercise is important to help keep your mind healthy. For example, exercise can improve the flow of blood to your brain. This led to better memory and faster learning. Exercise can also improve your mood because exercise can raise a person's body temperature. People are often more calm after the exercise. Higher body temperatures help relax muscles by soothing nerve endings. Okay, so you are given two causes. Your memory and learning get better. Here is your memory and learning get better because more blood flows to your brain. Got it? And the second one is you feel more relaxed because of the higher body temperature. That is the first correct option. More blood flows to your brain. The effect is your memory and learning get better. Then your body temperature becomes higher, so you feel relaxed. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, in 1963, Sterling North wrote a book about Rascal, a raccoon he had for a pet. The book was hugely popular. The story was thus made into a movie and a cartoon. The cartoon was a big hit in Japan. This resulted in more than 1,000 raccoons being imported into Japan every month. However, raccoons don't make good pets, and so many escape their owners. Today, wild raccoons are a problem all over Japan. Okay, so you are given two of the causes, effects you are given. A movie and a cartoon about Rascal were made. People began importing raccoons into Japan. Okay, so why movie and cartoons were made? Because Sterling North wrote a book. Got it? That is the reason about the cartoons and movie. Then people began importing raccoons. Why? Because of the movie. Got it? Because the book became popular. So option number one is the no. Let me see the second one. Both options are exactly same. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, not everyone likes to cook or even has the time to do so. Engineers in Britain have developed a robot that can make a meal. The robot is able to imitate the movements of human hands as a result of several different motors and sensors. Because it can also be programmed with daily directions, it can have breakfast or dinner ready just when you want it. Okay, so robots has special motors and sensors. The robot can be programmed with directions. So you're given with the causes, you have to select their effect. Okay, so robot has special motors and sensors because they can move like a person. Got it? And the robot can be programmed with directions. So robot can make you meals. Option number. Again, both the options are exactly same. Correct option is option number 1. Okay, let's just move on to next question. Okay, the next one is in 2015, the Ringling Bros and Barnum and Bailey Circus said it would remove, yes, elephants from its shadow. The circus has kept its elephant in cages. Living in cages is not good for elephants, so the elephants were sent into the center of in Florida. The center provides 200 access for the acres for the elephants to wander. The center also offers a chance for people to study elephants more easily. This is because scientists can get closer to train elephants than they can to wild ones. Okay, it is easier to get closer to trained elephants than wild one because the reason is the elephants were sent to a center in Florida. Got it? Because it's bad for elephant to live in cages, so they were sent to. Yes, again options are same. I informed the administration they will look into this matter. Got it? Okay, you can complete this lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. We're done with the chapter cause and effects. We're going to start the new chapter, the new lesson actually. So the new lesson is sensory details. Let's just start with the next lesson. Okay, start with the first lesson, sort sensory details. Let's just start with the, okay, sort the sensory details. Basically, we have five senses: hear, like sound, touch, smell, taste, and fifth one is, I forgot the fifth one. Let me see. Yes, sight, sound, touch. Okay, sort the sensory. We have to sort them. Creaky stairs, rough tree bark, purring kittens, dry rag. Okay, you have to basically sort them according to the senses, like creaky stairs, like the sound of the stairs it is. So it would be it is in the sound box. Then you have rough tree bark. You can by touch you can understand that is rough. So it would be it would be in the touch. Got it? Then you have purring kittens. Again that is a sound. It so it will go in the sound. Then dry rag. So dry rag is you can identify by touch. Got it? Let's just do the practice questions. Okay. Scratchy grass, large grey elephant, tight pinching shoes, hot bubble bath. So you have to arrange them into touch or sight. Got it? Okay, scratchy grass. So which is the correct option? You can see, Identify by touch, that is scratchy. So scratchy grass goes into touch. Then you have large gray elephant. You can see the color from your eyes, it will go into sight box. Then you have tight pinching shoes. You can sense it by touching. Then hot bubble bath, again that would be a touch. So three options are in the option number. No, but hot bubble bath, you can see the bubbles also. I think that would be the second option because you can see the bubbles, and hot you can feel by hot. So that would be the second option, not first one. Mm. Okay, you can feel hot by touch. That would be option number one, not two. That's not about bubbles, that about hot. So you can hot see hot by touching. Option number one is the correct option, not two. Okay, sort the sensory details, taste and sound. Okay, screaming baby. You can hear a baby screaming, so it would go into sound. Then salty crackers, salty taste, it would go into taste. You can see the bubbles, not feel. Buttery pound cake, again cake, you can taste the cake. And spicy apple cider, you can taste. Got it? So the three of the options are in the taste and one in the sound. Option number one is the, because you can salty crackers you can taste, buttery pound cake you can taste, and spicy apple cider you can taste. So option number one is the correct option. Sort sensory details. Chilly night air, sweet baby carrots, soft fuzzy chick, and sugar jelly roll. Okay, chilly night air. You can touch. Also sweet baby carrots, that would go in the taste. Soft fuzzy chick, you can touch to see if it is soft. And then sugary jelly roll, you can taste. So option number one is the correct option. Okay, sort the sensory details. Warm sand, zigzagging coastline, fuzzy slippers, and painful sunburn. So which is the correct option? Warm sand. That would go in the touch. Then zigzagging coastline. You can see a zigzag. Then fuzzy sleepers. Again that would be touch. And painful sunburn you can touch. So that would be option number one because you can just see zigzagging and the rest of them are the touch. Option number one is the correct option. No, not two is the correct one. No, you cannot see warm. You can touch warm sand, but in the touch, you can identify it's warm by touching. That would be option number one, not two. Okay, shiny blue ribbon. You can see the blue ribbon. Dotted wrapping paper. Again, you can see the dotted wrapping paper, so it would be in the sight. Okay, buttery pasta. You can taste. Butter chocolate. You can taste. That would be option number one. Got it? Option one is the correct option. Okay, loud cheers. So it would be in the sound because loud sounds are loud. Soft lamb's wool. You can touch. Then stinging raindrops. It would be you can stinging raindrops. I think you can touch. Then you have roaring loins. That would be sound. You can hear roaring sounds. So I think that would be option number one. Sort the sensory details. Buzzing insects. You can sound. But then shiny penny. That would be you can see something that is shining. Then neon green sunglasses again you can sight. Then purple flower you can see the color. Got it? So that would be option number yes one. Neon green sunglasses first you can see. Yes, option number one is the correct option. Okay, rosy red cheeks. So you can sight the cheeks. Then quiet whisper. That would be a sound. Then rainbow striped pants. So you can sight them. And glowing sunset also you can sight. So option number one is the correct option. Sort the sensory details. Itchy bug bites. That would be touch. Got it? Cheesy pizza. You can taste. Minty milkshake. You can taste. Slippery seat. You can touch. So that would be option number one is the correct option. Okay, pale pink walls. You can sight. Clear skies. Again, you can see them. Sparkling necklace. You can see them. And slippery soap. You can touch them. So option number one is the correct option. Got it? Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is identify sensory details. You have to identify them. Okay, select the sentence with a sensory detail that describes a taste. So you are given, you have to select the sentence that can taste. Okay, farmer Owen had three cows, Lola, Lucky, and Scout. All through the longer and snowy winter, they stayed in their barn. They couldn't wait for the miserable winter days to end. Finally, Farmer Owen opened the barn doors on Saturday morning. Lula, Lucky, and Scout raced across the road to the meadows. Soon they were chewing away at the fresh, tender bites of the delicious grass. The cows were in heaven. Spring had finally arrived. So, which sentence has describes the taste? That would be soon they were chewing away the fresh, tender bites of delicious grass. So you have to select the sentence like this that describes the taste. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. Okay. Select the sentence with a sensory detail that describes the sound. You have to look for the sentence that describes the sound. The school play was about to start and Molly was scared. She couldn't remember any of her lines. The curtain went up, but she just stood there. Then she heard the people in the crowd start to clap and cheer. They like her already. Miss McCarthy's smiled at her. Molly smiled back, and suddenly she remembered her lines. The show would go on. You have to select that one that describes sound. So then she heard, yes, she heard because you have to select the sound. So option number one is the correct option. Got it? Okay, the next one is former Owen had three. That's the one we did on the tutorial. So which is the correct option? You have to describe a sentence that describes a taste. So which is the correct option? That would be option number one. Soon they were chewing away the fresh, tender bites of delicious grass. That would be option number one. Okay. When Lexi woke up, she select the sentence with a sensory detail that describes a sight. Okay. When Lexi woke up, she ran to her window. Snow had fallen all night long. Lexi could hardly wait to go outside. A sparkling white blanket of fresh snow covered everything as far as she could see. She found her brother and they raced out into the snow. They spent the morning throwing snowballs, making a snowman, and building a snow fort in the front yard. It was a perfect Saturday. So, which sentence describes the sight? That would be option number one. A sparkling white blanket of fresh snow covered everything as far as she could see. You can identify from the words, like here you can see the word see. That means it would be related to sight. Okay, last set you have to select the sentence with a sensory detail that describes a smell. Okay, last Saturday was Derek's idea for a perfect day. He woke up early in his family's big tent. They were camping at the state park. They spent the morning fishing at the lake. They went hiking and swimming in the afternoon. That night, Derek and his family built a campfire. The smoky, woody scent of the fire filled the night air. The whole family stayed up late singing songs and telling stories. Derek fell asleep under the stars, thankful for having such a wonderful family. So, which is the correct option? Which sentence describes the smell? That would be, that is option number one, the smoky, woody scent. You can see the word scent here. That would be related to smell. So, option number one is the correct option. Got it? You can just look for the related words. Okay, Sarah's mom asked her to help get the baby dressed. Sarah hurried into the room. Baby Lucy was kicking her legs and waving her arms in Mum's lap. Mum couldn't get the baby's shirt on over her head. Sarah took Lucy and held her on her lap. She could feel the baby's soft, warm skin as the baby wiggled to get free. Soon, Mum and Sarah finally had Lucy ready. Dressing a real baby was a lot harder than dressing a doll. So, which sentence describes how something feels to the touch? So, which is the correct option? The correct option is the second one. She could feel the baby's soft, warm skin as the baby wiggled by to get free. Very good. That would be the second one. Okay, Mr. Woodward. Okay, you have to select the sentence with a sensory detail that describes a smell. Mr. Woodward carried her coffee to the library door and unlocked it. Some days, Mr. Woodward found working at the library easy, other days not. She wondered whether all the children would sit quietly and read today. Would story or go well, or would there be a somebody who did not follow the rules? Then Mr. Woodward took a whiff of the rich roasted coffee in her cup. She smelled well. She thought to herself, any day spent with books is a good day. So, which sentence describe the smell? Yes, that would be option number one. Mr. Woodwards took a whiff of the rich roasted coffee in her cup. In her cup, sorry. In the evening, the fishing boat sailed into the harbor with its heavy load. Rex stood waiting with the other cats on the shore. The boat's salty, fishy scent pulled cats toward the harbor from all over town. The cat did not beg as dog would. They just waited near the boats. Rex knew the fishermen sometimes threw fish heads to the cats. She knew it was worth the wait. So, which sentence described the smell? Very good. That would be option number one. The boat's salty, fishy scent pulled cats toward the harbor from all over town. That would be option number one. Okay, Joe and Steve were shopping for new clothes. Steve couldn't decide which shirt he wanted. Joe knew how to help his friend. Joe help up, held up one of the shirt. Then he told Steve to buy that one because it was smooth, not scratchy. Steve nodded and thanked his friend. So you have to select the sentence with a sensory detail that describes how something feels to the touch. So which is the correct option? Something feel to the touch would be option number one. Then he told Steve to buy that one because it was smooth, not scratchy. So that would be option number one. Okay, Brenna's face twisted in disgust as she started into the open refrigerator. A stink of old trash started to fill the kitchen, but when was it coming from? She searched through the fridge and soon found the answer. There was a carton of leftover Chinese takeout from weeks ago. She could, she should have thrown it away before she left for vacation. She couldn't remember what she was looking for in the fridge, but she knew she wasn't hungry anymore. So, which is the correct option? You have to look for the sentence that describes a smell. So, which is the correct option? Yes, that would be the second one. A sink of old trash started to fill the kitchen. The correct option is the second one. Okay, the next one is when Rita came home from the beach, she went straight to sleep. When she woke up to the next morning, something wasn't quite right. Rita rushed to the bathroom and turned on the light. She looked in the mirror and saw that her face was red and peeling. She knew that she had forgotten something. She hadn't put on any sunblock when she got to the beach. She had left it in her bag because she was so excited to get into the water. So, which is the correct option? Now she had a sunburn to remind her. So, which is the correct option? Which select the sentence with a sensory detail that describes a sight. So, which sentence describe a sight? Yes, that would be the second one. She looked in the mirror and saw that her face was red and peeling. So, option number two is the correct option. So the correct option is the second one. Okay, we are done with the test. Okay, so we are done with the lesson. So we were working on grade 3 language arts. We have started with the lesson cause and effect. The lessons we have covered are match causes with their effects. Then we've started a new chapter, sensory details. The lessons are sort sensory details, identify sensory details. So please make sure before the next session you have to complete all the test questions for the lessons we did today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. If you have any question, please ask. I am here to answer all your questions and confusions. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.